Alright, so we'll just grab our float here and pull in our first trap. I've put 2 in overnight, so hopefully, with a bit of luck, we'll have a couple crabs in there. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's looking good. It's looking really good. Wow. Oh, geez, that's heavy. I don't know how many we got in there, but there's at least 5 or 6 keepers, maybe a couple throwbacks. Well, the guys were right, the crabs are running thick. Awesome. There's some cracking crabs in there too. Oh, how good's that? Gotta love mud crabbing. Alright, we've got one more trap to get, guys, so we'll go find that other float and bring it in, and it doesn't really matter now, we've got more than enough for a feed, but we'll see if we've got any more in the second trap. Awesome. Alright, so we're just about to pull the second trap out now. This one's just a little rectangular trap. Generally don't get as many crabs in them, but oh, it's pretty empty. Oh no, hang on. Oh, that's probably the biggest one yet. One nice big, sorry about the bad camera work here, but there we go. One nice big buck, which is a big male. Yeah, the ones you want to eat. Look at the size of the nippers on him. Wow. Awesome, guys. Well, we've got a good feed here. So what we're going to do is go sort these crabs out. We'll tie them up. Might show you in a minute how to tie the crabs up. And then a little bit later on, we're going to show you the easiest and best way to clean and cook mud crabs. I'll be back soon, guys. Cheers. Alright, so I just bring the 2 traps up. I thought I'll have a quick count and see how we've gone. So this is probably the biggest crab. We've got one big male in there. Give you an idea of the size of my hand compared to the crab. He's a good crab. But this other trap, I reckon that's the most crabs I've ever caught in one trap. We'll try and count them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 crabs in one trap. It looks like at least 5 or 6 are legal size, but we'll probably just keep a few for a feed today and throw the rest back. But there you go. If you've caught more crabs in a trap, leave us a comment. We'd love to know how many you've caught in one trap, but I reckon 9 in one is pretty hard to beat. How good is that? All right, let's get these crabs tied up. This is one of the smaller crabs. This is actually a female. You can tell by the round flap on the underside. This crab's probably just legal, but we've got plenty of bigger ones, so we're gonna let it go. Only take what you need, guys. There's no point keeping every single one. Off she goes. And this one's actually a male, so it's got the pointier flap underneath. So that's the easiest way to tell the difference between a male and female. Send him on his way. Hopefully he'll grow plenty bigger over the next year, and we'll catch him next season. Alright, now the fun part. We've got 4 nice crabs in here. We'll let the rest go. Just going to tip these guys out and try and catch them all and tie them up. See how we go. Hopefully I don't get nipped. Oh, some good crabs in there. I probably shouldn't tip them all out at once, I reckon. That might get messy. Oh, he's tangled. I think the best trick when you're grabbing these guys is don't hesitate. You're gonna get in from behind, push them down, fingers around the 2 back legs, and that's how you grab them. Now we've got to tie them up. Oh, this one's extra feisty. Try and tuck the nippers under the front. Turn it on its head. You get about 1 metre of string, go around one leg. You almost need a 3rd hand for this. Go around the front of the nipper, back around the leg, get the other side of the string, go around the back leg, around the nipper, back up under the leg. Now the trick here is to make sure you tie them up super tight, because if you don't, they'll get out of it and you'll have crabs on the loose. Done it before. Just a couple of knots on the back of the crab. pull them down nice and tight, and that's it, tied up, ready to go in the esky. So we're just going to chuck some ice on these guys now, put them to sleep, and then we can come back later and show you how we clean them. Alright, so the crabs have been on ice all day, they're no longer alive, so I've untied them. I'm just going to get into the cleaning now. You don't really need a lot for this. All I need today is just a fork. This is just to help get the guts out of the inside of it later. Easiest way to take the top shell off is to go underneath the crab and just lift up this little flap. This is one of the males we kept today. And once you lift the flap up, just get your thumb in behind that, and that'll actually pull the whole top of the shell off. Now these are the lungs or the gills of the crab. This is how it breathes. We want to just rip these off. Pull off any other pieces that you can. Once you get to this point, it's quite easy then without the shell on top to just break it in half. Just like that. Now most of the guts will just wash out in a bucket of water, so I'm just going to give that a bit of a swish. And then with your fork or spoon or whatever, you can just get in underneath and just lift out the rest of the guts. So the first few times I ate mud crab was after they'd been cooked whole, and I didn't really like it. I found it too strong and overpowering, quite a strong muddy flavour. It wasn't until I actually started cleaning my crabs properly that I started to really enjoy them, and they've got quite a nice, delicate, light flavour if you do clean them before you cook them. So that's pretty good. I can't see any guts left in that. It's all cleaned, so chuck that in the container. I'll just keep going with the rest of these now. There we go, nice big container full of crab, all cleaned and ready to cook. We'll come back to either in the kitchen or in the backyard with the fire pit, and we'll show you how we cook these guys up. Awesome. Alright guys, so it's time to cook these crabs now. Decided I'd cook them in the backyard today. It's absolutely magic evening, so thought I'd come out and make the most of it. We've got the fire pit going. Got a pot of salt water on the boil now, so shouldn't be too far off. We've got our crabs all cleaned and ready to go. Pretty much got everything we need. Even got a drink. Cheers guys. So as soon as this is on the boil, we'll chuck these crabs in and away we go. Water. Now when we finish cooking the crabs, it's very important that we put them into an ice slurry. So I've got some more salt water and a big ice pack here. If you can get the crabs cold quickly, it stops the meat overcooking, and it'll make your crabs taste a lot better and last a lot longer. Alright, so our water's starting to boil now. Get yourself a nice big pot. Try and fit as many crabs in as you can. If we're lucky, we might be able to fit all these in one go, which will be good. Make this a lot quicker. The size of some of those nippers. Alright, so all the crabs are in. It's going to take a few minutes for that to come back up to the boil. Once it starts boiling again, then we'll start our timer. Because we've cut these crabs in half, they do cook a lot quicker. So I'm going to give them about 8 to 10 minutes. Normally I'd give them close to 15 minutes if I was cooking them whole. That shouldn't be too long guys, and you can almost taste them. Alright guys, these crabs should be done now. Looking pretty good. Time to get them into this esky and get them cooled off. Alright guys, the crabs are all cooked, so just going to get them down in this salt water, get this ice pack on top. Idea is to get them cold as quick as possible, and then all we have to do is just drain them off, put them straight into the fridge, and they'll be good to eat for the next few days. That's it guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you got a couple of tips out of this. Hopefully you're not scared off now to going and catching a few mud crabs and cooking them yourself. It's pretty rewarding, it's good fun, and the best thing is they taste bloody great, so I might grab one out and give it a quick try. I think my wife and kids are pretty hungry, but I'm sure they won't notice if one's missing. Tell you what, they're in good condition this time of year, absolutely full of meat. Even the body alone is just chockers full. Nice big bit out of there. Very tasty. Thanks guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and we'll bring you another video as soon as we can. Cheers. See you guys.